Debbie, come on. Oh, it's come off. No. It's just come off. Right, this is a special one. No, and I'm not having a go at anyone. This is the evening when we're going to have the full eclipse. I'm over Mount Edgecombe at the moment. I'm waiting for Ashley to turn up because he's got to come all the way up from Saltash Passage. So he's got a 5-mile paddle to meet up with me. And it's tonight as well. It's the start of the national firework displays competition. Sorry, what's happening on Mount Batten? So I said to Ashley about it. I said, "Fancy doing an all-nighter?" He said, "Yeah, I'm up for that." So that's what we're doing. We're going to do an all-nighter. We're going to be out till about 6 o'clock in the morning. But it's big tides and very small tides. It goes down to a 0.995, I think it was, just under a metre. So we've decided, and that's not until low tides at 12:30 tonight. So this is the first time I've been out in the evening fishing for a very, very long time. I think the last time I went out in the evening was on a boat, actually. On my mate's boat I used to go out on all the time. And I think it was quite a long time. Well, I think it was not the Viking kayak. I think it was another kayak I had. It's the last time I went out in the evening. So we'll see. But I did have a fish on just now. Alright, I'll bring you back if I get any action. Take time, fish on. Nice fight. Oh, nice fight. Very nice fight. Oh, nice, yeah, see. Oh no, my line's broke. And my lure, I've just lost a lovely bass. I just lost a lovely bass. I can't believe that. It's woken up now. Look at that. There's only a little one. Oh, he's just done me all down the arm, you dirty fish. Ah. Gotta watch out, don't let it go down too deep here, because it's a hell of a rocky in there. He got me a bloody beaut. Fair. Weed again. Speak to him, get you to borrow his action camera. Yeah, you can show him what fish look like. No, he's got my chest mount. If I had the chest mounts out, I would have let you use the other camera here.
Do you reckon it works well with the light jacket though?
It's not as good as this one with the dark when it gets to the light.
Yeah.
This one's brilliant with the light. Yeah, oh. Let it go, the little swine.
The rocks, or is that, yeah. None of the silly fish.
That was weed I had there. Yeah, you're collaring me again, are you? Trying to nick my fish again. You're getting a bit too close in here now.
We got pushed into the rocks a bit.
For a big tide, we're not moving at all going out.
I'm really surprised at that.
Yeah. Very strange. Yeah, but you will get pushed down there because of the ridge, isn't it? That is that ridge. Right. I'm just doing a fair, right? My mate Ash here has got the Vivo 13, right? Now, we're in choppy water. That's going fine. But the only thing I'm saying is for people to give that sort of to say about that is people like him who's actually out here in these waters doing it. You know, not someone who's a fair weather fisherman. Like Ash, how are you coping with that in this weather?
Comfortable.
Yeah?
Yeah. Keeping alert though.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, this is what I mean. Like, I wasn't being personal. He shouldn't cut reviews when he's never done it. Like this is Ashley. He travels up from Salt Ash Passage every time he goes out with us. He does a 5-mile paddle up the River Tamar to meet up with us. And you can see how choppy this is. But he can give you a proper review of a kayak. That's what I'm trying to say. Because he's out here, he's in it. In the waters.
And not in the water.
Yeah, not in the water. But what I mean is, like, you're out here on that kayak.
Yeah.
You're actually out here in rough water.
Yeah. Semi-rough.
You know, not like a certain person who goes out when the water's like a sheet of glass. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get over. I wasn't picking on him personally, but this is what I'm trying to get at. You don't see him out here in this sort of conditions like Ash is doing now. You know what I mean? Like Ash can give you a fair review of that kayak. You know, that, I'm not a bully. I'm not just picking on him for the sake of it. He shouldn't give people advice on kayaks when he hasn't done it himself, been out in choppy waters and all that. That's all I'm saying about it. Isn't that right, Ash?
Spot on.
And if Ash ever wants to, you know, if anyone ever wants a proper review on it, I'll get Ash to do one when he's out with me. He'll tell you what the kayak's like in choppy water and all that, how he finds it.
And everybody's going to be different anyway as well, though.
Yeah, it's like you know, it's like I said when I read back to him. My review is my beef with him is he's saying that his kayaks is better in that kayak for when he don't even go out here. He don't go out in that water with that kayak. That's what I was trying to get at. I'm not picking on it, you know. I don't dislike him. I just think he's giving people false claims of what a kayak can do when he don't do it. It's like you can see we're getting pushed around here left, right and centre. But Ash is dealing with that kayak, I'm dealing with my kayak. You know what I mean? It's like that's the sort of things when you want a proper review of is people who's out there in the kayak. So it's like I wouldn't recommend anyone else to go out in a kayak in 20 mile an hour winds or even 15 mile an hour winds like I do. But that's me personally because I'm used to doing it. You know, and it's like all my friends who I go out kayaking with, I look after all of them. I tell them where the rocks are, I tell them how the tides work, and you know, watch out, this boat's coming out, we're going to get a lot of waves, and I tell them all the info. They all know it, and it's like I know quite a few of my friends who's been out kayaking with me over the years and all that. They'll tell you exactly. I'm not one of these who would take anyone out on a kayak and put them at risk. I'm not that sort of person at all. I'm far from that. But I know my limits when I go out on a kayak. I know how far I can push myself. It's like that time when I'll come out here, that day it said it was 15 mile an hour winds, and I know I can cope with 15 mile an hour winds, so that's why I came out. But it ended up being 20 mile an hour winds and gusts up to 30 miles an hour. But I stuck it out for 5 hours out here. That's me personally.
I probably would have went swimming.
Well, you can't say that, but
It might have been right.
yeah, but what I'm trying to say is
I've never experienced that.
that
so I
person's took it all to another level now with the comment he writ on my thing. But I'm just saying, you're better off talking to people who actually go out in different types of water on a kayak and experience it all, like Ash does on that. Like, it's calmed down again now here. Just now it was quite lumpy. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm on about is, but that person, I'm not going to mention his name, he shouldn't say that his kayak's better than any other kayak in rough water when he's never done it. That's all it was about. You know, I'm looking out for everyone else who's out there, right or wrong.
Correct.
That's why I read it. That's why I had to have my say the other day. That's why I did it, because I don't agree with someone. That's like me doing a review on this kayak. Like I read, this kayak's brilliant for me. It's a brilliant platform to fish from, for me, personally. I know how far I can push it, and I know I enjoy this kayak. But it's like if I went out and bought another kayak now, of 12 months of owning a kayak, I wouldn't give anyone a review of that kayak. I wouldn't do it. You got to own that kayak for quite a good couple of years, experience it, pushed yourself to those limits a little bit. I'm not saying everyone should do that, all right? Because I don't want that to go down the wrong way again, do I?
Yeah, safely.
safely push yourself to what you're happy with being in. I know what I'm happy to do when I'm on this kayak. It don't mean if I went and bought another kayak tomorrow, I would feel happy doing what I do in that kayak compared to what I can do in this kayak. That's all I was trying to say. But, you know, and then I thought I'd give him the chance to come to Plymouth and actually tell people the truth and experience what it's like being in proper rough water. That's all I was wanted to do. I ain't got no beef with him. I think he's a brilliant fisherman. I will give him that. You know, he catches a lot more decent fish than I do. I'll give him that. But you can't give reviews on kayaks when you don't go out there and do it in those conditions and say that this kayak would cope better than that kayak in this sort of water, this winds and all that, unless you've done it. That's all I'm saying. Right, I'm leaving it there. End of. Isn't that right, Ash?
Fishing.
Huh?
Time to go fishing.
Yeah. Well, we're on our way to the other side of Drake's Island. We're going to go and watch the fireworks display now, actually. That's what we're going to do. Alright? And then we're going to get back to fishing. Low tide's at past 12 tonight, so we're more than likely going beach on Drake's Island for a little while, won't we?
Have a picnic.
Have a picnic?
Have a picnic.
Yeah. And then we'll get back to the fishing as soon as the tide starts coming in again. Anyway, look at that. Look at the lights you can see up over there, look. This is when Plymouth is at its best, when they're doing the firework display. Look at the hole. You should be able to see all that lit up down there. Brilliant it is. And I must admit, this is the first time I've gone and seen the firework display in quite a few years now. I used to go every year, every night and watch them.
It usually rains.
Yeah, usually it's not always brilliant, is it, for them? But I'm looking forward to this. We're going to have, was it 45 minutes? 15 minutes each display. Yeah, we're going to have 45 minutes now of watching the fireworks. I might even film it and put it on the channel. I don't know yet. I might. Because I don't want to offend anyone, because I don't do any editing and all that with my videos. I was honest from the beginning with that. I'm not sitting there for hours editing what I do, you know, like a lot of people do, sit there chopping bits out.
People enjoy that. You're just there to,
you know, I'm just filming it all, so you all get a bird's eye view of what I'm doing on that day when I'm out, and that's the way I like it. That's why I like it. Yeah, look at that sky.
It's beautiful.
But I must admit, we will buffer. That eclipse was that was rubbish. Honestly, it didn't even go dark. It was just like a bit of a cloud passing by, like fading apart of the sun. It was still very bright here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was very strange. That was a waste of time watching that, making that effort. Right then, guys, we're going to go and watch the fireworks. I might actually put them on. Alright, I don't know yet. Catch you in a minute. Drifting too far up that way quick. Down this way a bit, and then you drift up again. quick, isn't it? No. Here, this is like the A38 now. You should see all the lights show up on the. It's like the A38. I'll tell you. You see all the traffic going up and down now, up the river. It's mental out here now. It's crazy. There's boats everywhere, man. We're going to go in Oidon, Drake's Island for half an hour.